Oh, I see. So was she in Africa playing basketball?
I don't know where she was. It don't matter where she was. There's a such thing as body shaming. And there's a such thing as...
You learned that from the liberal white woman. Body shaming.
You don't know where I learned from, first of all. Don't tell me where I learned from. You can't tell me where I got my information. You didn't let me finish my statement to tell me where I got my information, first of all. So don't tell me that.
That's the idea.
Let me finish my statement, then you will maybe understand where my statement comes from. Pressing the ass out and because it's fucking happening. Where the white women at over there that's doing that? What the fuck are you talking about? We are the originators of it all. Period. There is nothing that we get from the white woman. They get it all from us. So what the fuck are you talking about?
What's up, YouTube family? What's good with you? What's good with you? What's up, TikTok family? What's good? What's good? This is your man, yourself, a.k.a. T-I-Z. You know me. Let's get into the brass tacks of this whole situation. Feel me? So, y'all heard the first few seconds of that interview. That's interview with my main man now, Marquette the Great. Y'all can check him out on YouTube. Peace to the saints, as he says. The title of this video is Debate. Black woman argues promiscuity and crashes out. That's on YouTube. The Saint, at The Saint and the Sinner. Money and self-improvement. So, this my fellow FBA member. Well, new to me anyway. I didn't know he was an FBA member. And I had some disparaging remarks I made about him. Is that the way you say that word? Anyway, I'll put that in that definition down low. But anyway, I made it had some bad things to say about him because I heard him debating with a Christian YouTuber on, the validity of the Bible. And the way he was talking to him, I didn't really like it. I didn't really understand. But then I come to find out that he wasn't really debating Christianity. He was really debating the man's Bible thumping and his attitude, the Holy Spirit and God said and this, that, and this, and he felt like that was lunacy. I misunderstood him, and I'm man enough to say that I misunderstood him. That being said, please go and check him out. So I'm going to be reacting to him in this video, which and I'm going to be talking about Genesis and the fall. So let's get right into this video. To be totally clear, I jumped around a little bit in this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the crash out first. Then I'll do the feminist in the beginning of the video. And then I'll do a couple other videos, talk about Genesis, the Adam and Eve story, what I feel about that. And we'll kind of move forward through the video like this. So let's get right into it without further ado.
Okay. How are you? I want to give the floor for you to introduce yourself, Godmother. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Angela Mackey. That's my real name, but I go on Instagram as Godmother of Black Music and Media. My great-grandfather founded the first Black group on radio in the world, singing Negro spirituals only, broadcasting to 40 million listeners per week during the Great Depression. We were recruited to sing as captains, civilian captains in World War II to combat Nazi propaganda and also to bring the war to a close. So, that's why I go by the Godmother of Black music and media.
Okay, fantastic. Well spoken. I appreciate that. And there's a bit of noise in the background.
Nigga, what? What? I mean, brother, what? What are you talking about? Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is grandiosity for y'all that don't really understand what this is. This is grandiosity. She obviously has narcissistic personality disorder. She's dressed a little bit funky, if I may say so myself, for her getting on a video. She got like a funny style bonnet that looks kind of like a towel wrapped up on her head. It looks a little bit nappy under there, I don't know. Maybe she's going to get her hair done. But she has this, she's in a house that looks like it doesn't have any furniture. A lot of stuff laying around on the floor. It looks pretty empty in there. A lot of echoing going on. Just giving you a little context about the woman. I'm not trying to disrespect her. These are actual facts. So, she's starting off this video smiling and like I said, the grandiosity, I don't know what she was talking about, so it sounds a little delusional. I am not a psychologist, but it's really reading narcissistic personality disorder. We're going to find, I'm pretty sure she's not a psychopath because she doesn't have the level of intelligence to be a psychopath. Maybe she's a sociopath, though. That's very possible. But we're going to keep moving on through the video.
Of mine.
Not of yours, in Nikki's background. So, Nikki, are you able to use that mute button? You can unmute yourself as you need it. You want to try and...
Okay, yeah, I'm actually muted out.
Yeah, no, we can hear you. When you said I'm actually muted out, we can hear you then. So you can control your mute button just so that when you're not talking, we don't hear the background noise. How's that? Fantastic. Now, Godmother, you're here to defend promiscuity. Would you tell us a little bit about that?
That's not why I'm here.
I know that's what you think, but tell us why you are here.
I am here because the argument and discussion was that we live in a matriarchal society rather than a patriarchal one. That's the argument that I'm having.
Let me stop it right there real quick. She tried to take over the conversation. This is Marquette's show as far as I'm concerned, as far as everyone's concerned. But she feels like it's her show. She's going to talk about what she wants to talk about. Let's keep it moving.
Yes, I like that.
And I don't think a woman playing basketball with her kids defines promiscuity.
Now, is that really what that was? Was that just a random
whatever it was, even if her ass was out, that don't mean it's promiscuous.
Oh, so a woman putting her body on this.
Okay, so that was extremely disrespectful. I don't know if she knows Marquette personally. I don't know if she's sleeping with him or not, but for her to assume that she could speak to another man that way is a little bit disrespectful, if I may say so myself. But what do y'all think? Let's keep moving.
That's not a sign of promiscuity.
Women walk around with their breasts out and everything in Africa. It's just hot climate. What they got to do with anything.
Oh, I see. So was she in Africa playing basketball?
I don't know where she was. It don't matter where she was. But I don't think a woman should be shamed. I think that there's a such thing as body shaming. And there's a such thing as...
Are you aware of that?
Huh?
You learned that from the liberal white woman. Be shamed.
You don't know where I learned from, first of all. Don't tell me where I learned from. That's a broad generalization statement. You don't have any credibility. You can't credibly say that I learned that, or you can't tell me that that's where I learned something when you don't know where I learned my information from. You can't tell me where I got my information.
That is the idea of the liberal.
You can't tell me where I got my information. You didn't let me finish my statement to tell me where I got my information, first of all. So don't tell me that.
That's the idea.
Let me finish my statement, then you maybe understand where my statement comes from. Because you're talking about white women when it's white women that be all dressed up like that in Africa. What you talking about? White women in Africa that walk around and with breasts and ass out and because it's fucking happening. Where the white women at over there that's doing that? What the fuck are you talking about?
What does Africa have to do with the conversation we're talking about? Obviously, we're not in Africa. And obviously, when they took those pictures of those women, that was in the, I don't know, we'll say the early 1800s, maybe at the latest. That's not today. This, the things that happened that we're talking about recently happened within the last, 3 months or so. Let's keep it moving.
We are the originators of it all. Period. There is nothing that we get from the white woman. They get it all from us. So what the fuck are you talking about? That's stupid. We get it all. They get it all.
Okay, so first of all, it's still grandiosity. Second of all, she's disrespecting the platform and him as a man. Second of all, and she's just went from 0 to 100 in less than 3 or 4 seconds. As I'm watching this video, we are into the video, 4 minutes and 59 seconds, and we've been actually watching her for approximately half of that, maybe. So it took her maybe a minute and a half to go from sweet and kind and pro-black and everything else she was talking about to this. Men, I want you to take note of this, because if you're with a woman like this, you are in a toxic relationship. Women, if you're in a relationship like this with a man, believe me, you are in a toxic relationship. Women, on the other hand, need to really pay attention to this kind of thing, because this will end up getting someone hurt if you're in a relationship with a man that will lose control of his emotions like this. Let's keep moving.
Us, everything, femininity, everything, how to keep their ass clean. They come from us, don't it? Did we even teach them how to wash their? Did we not teach them how to wash their ass? So what the fuck you talking about? I got from a white woman.
Is it possible?
You sound stupid. And general, you can't make these bras. You went to Berkeley. You went to these prestigious institutions. You cannot make these broad, generalized fact statements with no scientific fact backing them. Tell me where I got information.
What do you think of this? Is this?
You can't
What do you
say
think of this behavior?
You can't scientifically tell me I got my information from a white woman. You can't scientifically.
What do you think of this?
Now, you guys can't see the video, so I'm going to describe it a little bit for you. At this point in time, she's sweating profusely. So maybe not, but maybe there's some drugs involved, because I know she's screaming and she's totally out of control, but I don't think it causes for her to go from completely dry, looking like she just previously got out the shower and dried off, to being soaking wet, profusely sweating. So there may be some drugs involved. Let's keep going.
You didn't take a public speaking course on credibility. That's stupid. Okay? Have a credible statement before you tell me some broad, generalized statement ass shit like that. That's ignorant. To tell me that I'm a white woman. Back the fuck up. Now, what I was going to say is that when we birth they automatically have intimate knowledge of our bodies as women, because they come from
Do you realize your neck is sweating because
you're a small-minded man in a patriarchal world who thinks a woman showing her ass is a problem. That's your patriarchal mind, not the matriarch. You that bothers you. That bothers you. And when I not do that in front of my son, so that's what she chose. To not be afraid to show a woman's femininely curvy body, so that when he becomes older, he doesn't have the self-destructive ideals that you have of pertaining to a woman's body. He can say.
Now, I want you guys to understand that this is not strength. This is fear. This is weakness. Okay? She's still speaking word salad. She has no idea how to communicate with Marquette. She obviously knew a little something about him, because she said he went to some prestigious university that she made up. She didn't really know, but she knows who he is, and she knows his level of intelligence. So she doesn't want to have a dialogue with him. She'd rather just scream and yell and get her point across, because she knows that Marquette is probably going to embarrass and decimate her. That's the reason why I'm saying this comes from a place of fear. Let's keep moving.
Let's walk around like that. That's fine. It's Atlanta, Georgia. It's Decatur, Georgia. And what Mac said? They gotta let their booty breathe. Let their booty breathe. On Fighting Temptations. Ain't that what he said? You gotta let their booty breathe. Okay? Everybody gonna be fucking hot. The ass carries fat as it is. It's hot. What the fuck are you talking about? Your small-minded patriarchal mind.
Okay, so this is word salad, for one. She's totally delusional, for two. And she's speaking from a place of, how should I say, immaturity. That's the best way I can describe it. Let's keep moving.
Thinks that she should cover up. Right? Right? That's not no boo. That's not promoting promiscuity.
Can
That's
you put a
promoting
thumbs up if you can hear me? Nikki, can you hear me?
You are slut-shaming.
Can anybody hear me?
That little boy comes from her vagina, but he can't see her ass. Get the fuck out of here. Grow up. You need to grow up.
Does that make any sense to anybody? He comes from her vagina, her words, so he can't see his mother's behind. So I want you guys to understand, this is part of narcissistic personality disorder. Believe me, I have the experience. They have no feeling of boundaries. They have no boundaries whatsoever. A woman will walk around the house or a man will walk around the house butt naked in front of his son or daughter, or in front of her son or daughter, because they have no boundaries. Does that sound right to you? Doesn't sound right to me, but to her, it's totally okay. So let's keep moving.
Baby eats from her breast. That's intimate knowledge of the woman's body. But her ass being out is a problem. The titty goes in his mouth. You sound like an idiot.
Why are you so angry?
Now, because you tried to tell me where I get my fucking information. Don't tell me that. I hate black men who make stupid ass jokes.
You said you hate black men. You said you hate black men. I can tell.
Yeah, I could tell too, Marquette. I could tell too. Anyway, I'm in this video here. Please check me for more videos. I should be uploading at least once a day. Peace out. Don't forget Plain Planet. The inspiration behind Plain Planet is not just some flat earth conspiracy theory. It's the idea that your vision of life belongs to you. You don't have to believe something that you've learned in school. You don't have to believe something that science tells you is true. You can believe what you want to believe. You could be who you want to be. This is the essence of Plain Planet. Plain Planet is a clothing line. It's a Christian clothing line on top of it that you can actually wear and be proud of. This ain't churchy or Bible thumping. This is a quality streetwear brand. This is Plain Planet. Clothing you can believe in.
Find your dreams come true. And I wonder if you know